Jack, it's your boy Max, man. We back with another video, back with another episode of React with Max. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share the video because it is free. No cap. In today's episode, we got Ksoo Daddy saying, he telling us why he told on them boys, why he testified on his son and shit.
When did you decide you were going to testify?
In 2022.
Damn.
Was it a hard decision?
It was the hardest decision of my life, but I sat for those years thinking that let me let them wrap this situation around their head. Let them see and let them, they gon' step up. They gonna get pops out of this. Reason being I'm thinking like this is because I know me as a father to them. So I'm thinking like, okay, they gon' get me out of this. Let me give them a little time. If I wait 2 years and I tell my lawyer, I say, look, get with, see I'm using Ksoo, you know, but I call him Keeman. I say, get with Keeman lawyer, get with Crazy K lawyer, get with them, let's all sit down and see how which way we gonna fight this thing. How we gonna fight this thing. They let their lawyers tell them, no, they don't think this is a good idea. Okay, if y'all thought I was on some bullshit or something, then hear me out like you've been hearing me out. I'm the one who been getting y'all out of trouble all this time now, so hear me out. Don't say nothing. Don't criminate yourself, just let me do all the talking. Because they know I got a plan. Okay, Ksoo, you wanna go to trial? This is what we gonna do. This one I'm gonna tell my plan. This how I'm gonna tell my plan. This the plan. I had two plans. Butter a serial killer. That motherfucker got some bodies. Hey man, we're gonna take and we're gonna let all these motherfucking victim families know that they are sweeping this shit under the rug because Butter is a state witness in this Ksoo case. So now all these families gonna go in an uproar. News, this, that, because of Butter. This gonna make him a bad witness. Second plan is this. If they talk to me, now these the plans. The second plan, if you don't wanna go with that plan, let's do with this. I'm gonna get about at least 4 of these old ladies. I'm talking about over 50. In my grandma's neighborhood. They gonna come in here and they gonna testify that Ksoo was on their street eating breakfast that morning when this situation happened. We're gonna do like the state said. We're gonna let the jury figure it out. We're gonna let them see if they're gonna believe these old church-going ladies or they gonna believe Butter. See, I think the days of just sitting there with the burden of proof is on the state I think that's gone. Sad, but it's gone because you don't have to say nothing as a defendant. But I think if you have a defense, it's gonna look better in front of the jury. Does that make sense to you?
When you were testifying and you looked at Ksoo,
I ain't gonna lie, none of that shit he just said make any motherfucking sense. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe it's just me.
did he look like he wanted to kill you?
That shit sounded like bullshit.
He looked like he didn't believe it. I don't think it registered on him until after the fact. I don't think he want to kill me. I don't think he want to do nothing to me. It's just more so that he hurt, you know, because I have a conversation that always play in my mind that me and him had. I know he loved me, you know.
But you say he don't got no heart.
And he told me, he was like, man, I used to wait every year for you.
What makes you think a nigga with no heart won't kill your ass? Cause you his dad. You just said this nigga don't got no heart. He a cold-blooded motherfucker. All this and that. But now you saying he won't kill you. He just heard. That nigga will kill your ass. He don't got no fucking heart. He don't give a fuck about you. You just told on him. Nigga, you just took his life from him. You think the opportunity present itself for him to kill you? You think that man won't kill your ass? That man will kill your ass, man. You just say he don't got no heart. What the fuck?
Come home. I used to
Make it
every
make sense.
Every year they tell me, you coming home, you coming home.
Man, they kill
And it
your
was just to a
ass.
point to where I just gave up. And he said,
Say this
"You
nigga a
fucked
cold-blooded motherfucker. What
and
the fuck is you
came
talking
home and
about?
got
He won't kill you.
like that." You know what I'm saying? And that conversation, it just always play over and over in my head, you know, because of, I had to have a hand in him getting a life sentence. But we got to also look, that's the tail side of the coin. The head side of the coin is I got 2 1-year-old boys. I got a daughter too, a little daughter. But the reason why, you know, the boys is because these are problems you have with boys. Girls are gonna have the little girl problems, and nowadays they have girl problems. They don't have goddamn, you know. And I had to think about them, and I had to think, man, that I got to save who I can save. If I can, I got to at least try. Because Ksoo is already who he gonna be. And I would think because one of those little boys, Ksoo was stupid close with. And I would think that he would think about them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let me think about my little brother, man. You know, my little brother needed dad, and all his other brothers going to jail. He need his dad out there. Because those little boys gonna outgrow them mama's beatings. That ain't gonna be nothing to them.
Do you feel like without you testifying, Ksoo still would have went to jail for life?
Of course.
So you don't feel like you were the nail in the coffin?
No.
So that makes you feel better? Kinda.
I don't feel better in no kind of way with this situation.
What the fuck? He just slow down.
In no kind of way, ain't nothing can make me feel better. I don't think that I was the nail in the coffin to say, because his live video and the video of the killing put him on the scene. His hair in the car, his fingerprints on the gun put him in the car. Now you got to go from here. These are all the things that I looked at before I made the decision that I made. If you in that car at the wreck, you was in that car at the murder. Because the murder started, then the car wrecked, then the neighborhood.
That's a fact.
Prosecutors gonna put all this puzzle together and present it to the jury. You got a dude that's admitting to 2 murders, testifying, butter, star witness, saying he was there. That's gonna weigh a lot with that jury. You know, now do I think what I did helped? Yes. But see, that go to show that his lawyers failed him, because his lawyer knew that the main thing for me was to identify him on that video. And his lawyer kept pushing this other dude. He kept showing this other dude. I don't know what happened. They had a sidebar. The prosecutor was finna play the tape, the recording. They had a sidebar. The judge wouldn't let them play the tape. I said, thank God. I said, oh, thank God, boy, this ain't finna happen. Ksoo lawyer kept pushing this other guy, this other dude. He was showing me another guy, Crazy Chris. He was showing me Crazy Chris. You know, this Crazy Chris. They was trying to make like Crazy Chris was the one who, they was trying to deceive the jury that Crazy Chris the one who did it, because Crazy Chris was supposed to have been sitting on Bibby early that morning, but missed him. I'm not Bibby, excuse me. He was supposed to have been sitting on Lil Buck early that morning and missed him.
Yeah.
So Ksoo lawyer kept pushing this. This motherfucking prosecutor got up with that video. And when the prosecutor was finna play the video, the judge said, hey, hold it. Prosecutor said, I'm not finna talk about the defendant. He said, I'm not finna say nothing about the defendant. He played the video. And he said, is that, You made them play the video. Leave this shit alone. Get me from up here. I'm talking about Ksoo and them lawyers. Get me from up here so I won't have to do this here. That was the last part of the testimony that I had when, boom, they played the video. And he says, that Chris? What I supposed to say? And who is that? If this man don't constantly shove this in front of the jury, showing them that this is somebody else, he gives the prosecutor no avenue to play this motherfucking video while I'm up there.
That's a fact, though.
Me, I think his lawyers just didn't do him a good justice. I think that he should have had the lady lawyer as his lead lawyer. That motherfucker, that was bulldog. She broke me down in the deposition. Like, she broke me, she made me tap out. And I think that she should have been that lead in that case. Because you gotta think, when you put a woman in, that's a male dominant thing. So once you put the woman's in there, they gon' then she gonna come from a mama point of view too.
Yeah.
You know, like that.